Today we're going to attempt the weave, but through your arms. So this is going to work a lot easier with smaller dogs, but I thought we'd have a bit of fun and do it with my two. Probably going to regret it later, but it'll make a good video for you. And we haven't done it, so it means I'm training it from start to finish for you. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure we've got plenty of room, got plenty of treats, and we've got the dogs. So what we're going to do to start with is I'm going to weave them through my legs first, just so they understand what we're doing. Then I'm going to move down to my arms, just so we do it in a little bit step by step. Attempt the same thing but with arms. What we're going to do is I'm going to ask him to come round just exactly the same start as we did when standing up. Wait. I'm going to have my legs. See? Into a weave. Ow, not quite. Good boy. Weave. Come on, weave. Good boy. That's it. Ready? Go through. Yes! Good boy. It was over there. I did throw it. And as promised, if you're using the clicker, I will just show you the points where you need to use the clicker. So what I'm doing is using the go through command, because weave doesn't seem to work unless I'm standing up. Does it? So I'm having my arm out, I'm chucking the treat through, and I'm saying go through. And it's at that point, as soon as he starts making his move through my arm, is when I'm going to click, using the clicker. So I've got the right end of the clicker. So I'm going to chuck my treat through. Wait. Are you watching? Are you watching? Ready? Here's my treat. You see, go through. Good boy. It's on this side, so I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I'm going to chuck my treat through. I'm going to swap my hand. Ready, go through. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Then swap hands. And go through. Good boy. Good boy. So as he rushes through, that's when the click happens. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the clicker to one side because he doesn't really need it, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my go through and I'm going to start speeding things up if I can. Right, do this. Come round. Ready? Let's see, go through. Yes! Let's see, go through. No, back. Yeah, go through. Yes, good boy. See? Go through. Yes, good boy. He's over there. Good boy. And go. Yes, good boy. Good time, Fluff. Wanna go, do you? Okay. So Nix was quite easily getting the hang of that with the go through, which is what we learned, which is what he started to learn the weave with anyway, and then we just changed the word command or the vocal cue. So we got to go back to basics with that one, which is absolutely fine. So once we have the go through, we can change it to a weave or whatever you want once he gets the hang of it. So let's see if Coda needs the same back to basics training as Nix does, or whether he can just do it. Ready? Go through. No. Ready? Go through. Go through. Good boy. Come. Ready? Go through. Come here. Go. Come here. Go through. Good boy. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so it was go through again, so that's absolutely fine. So all we need to do now is not treat on every single one and slowly build up so that he's knowing where he's going next. He's expecting the weave and the weave through the arms to happen, so that he knows that it was expecting another one to happen before he gets the next treat. Oi! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my treats in my left hand, and I only treat when my arm needs to go that way. So on a left hand sweep, I suppose. We'll call it that for now. Go through, through. Good boy. That's it. Coda. Coda. Go through. Good boy. So no treat on that one. Then go through. That's it. Treat on that one. Keep going. Then go. Go through. Good boy. And go through. Treat on that one. Coda, go. Go through. No. Go through. Good boy. Last one. Go through. Good boy. That is it. So I just need to do the same with Nix. Ready? Ready. Go through. Good boy. The next hand. No treat on this one. Ready? Nixie. Go through. Good boy. Then treat. Go through. Good boy. No treat on this one. Go through. Yes. And then treat. Go through. No, you missed it. Right. Just to make sure. Come on. Do one more for me. Go through. Good boy. Okay. So that comes on really quickly, especially once you've learned the go through already, or you already have the weave through the legs and they already understand. If you can build it up to doing treats each time, it takes time because you have to keep moving your treats between each hand. That's absolutely fine. Doesn't matter if it takes you all day, you can do it. Then once you're moving on to one hand, it starts to get a little bit quicker. Keep it to one hand, and then you can treat every time you get back to that hand. So it's every other weave through. Then you want to lessen the treats even more, so that they're doing it more and more on their own. So what we're going to do is we'll do a treat at the start and a treat at the end. So it's just 2 treats. 2 treats, treat at the start and a treat at the end, just like we said. And this is when you should start seeing the dog speed up, because it's not finding treats in between times. So you should start seeing them doing all of the weaves on their own. And this is when you should start seeing some quick improvements. You ready? Good boy. So I've got the treats in my left hand. So you're going to get a treat at the start. Ready? Ready? And go through. Nixie, go through. Yes, go through. No, go through. Ow, go through. No. Back. Here. Go through. Go through. Go through. Yes, good boy. Go through. Go through. Yes, good boy. Go through. Nixie, go through. Yes, good boy. Nixie, go through. Miss. Back. Come around. Go through. Good boy. Go through. Yes, good boy. So he was getting a bit confused because he was expecting treats at each one and then at each couple. So what I now need to do, thank you. What I now need to do is start including a hand signal. So as we're going through arms, I need to start adding in a hand signal so that he knows which way we're going. So this time I'm only going to treat at the end, otherwise he's expecting a treat each time we go up. So treats up at the end, none at the beginning. So this time we're doing hand signals. Back. Ready? Ready? Go through. Yes, good boy. Go through. Yes, good boy. Go through. No. Back. Go. Go through. Good boy. Go through. Good boy. Go through. Yes. Go through. Yes. Go through. Yes, go through. Yes, he's a good boy. Right, so I'll do exactly the same. I'm going to have treats at the end and I'll start adding in a hand signal for Coda. It's you, bud. Come here. Go through. Good boy. Go through. Yes. Go through. Yes. Go through. Good boy. Go through. Yeah. Good boy. Go through. And last one. Go through. Yeah, he's a good boy. Super dog. You are. Yes, you are. You're super boy.
So that is how you can get your weave through your arms in a few simple steps using the videos that I've already done. So hopefully you've already done the weave through your legs or the go through training. If not, you can find them both on the videos or I'll link them up there for you. Definitely easier with smaller dogs, but that doesn't deter you from using your bigger dogs and still getting them involved. As you can see, straight from the start, we were nice and slow. It didn't bother us. We would need to go at a steady pace in order to learn things. But you can very quickly see how the speed built up once they knew exactly what they were doing. As soon as they linked it to a weave or a go through command, as soon as they linked it in their brain to exactly what we had done before, then they immediately sped up and they knew exactly what they were doing. Great, so you can have some fun with that one. I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe for me. Bye guys.